Okay, I was about to say, how come Project Motor Racing isn't showing up through OBS? What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay. We are back for some more Project Motor Racing. Today, as the title said, we will be giving away 3 PC keys for Project Motor Racing. There is a slight caveat, though. These are not Steam keys. They are PC keys. Basically, these are keys directly from basically where you have to go to the Giants software website to redeem the codes. So Let me share my screen here. Scene 2. Okay, so, jeez, I bought loaded.com. I bought 18 items here. So you see right here, my last 4 purchases from loaded.com were Project Motor Racing keys. Now this one right here, this is a Steam key. I gave that key away yesterday during Jester's stream, and I don't know if the key was claimed or not. Nobody said anything. They pinned it in his comments, so we know everyone saw it, but I don't know if anyone claimed it. So what I will do is I'll put a code to this key in the comments section first. And if no one's claimed it, then some lucky person will get it. If not, don't worry, because I've got the other 3 keys right here. And these are the Giants key. And so what you need to do, and I'll show you these guys on the order details. So how to activate the code, click that. Activate with Giants. And it says right there, you click on the link, which I pinned in the comment, the link to the download portal. I also put it in the description. You click on this link to find the download portal of Giants, enter your code, and then from there you should be able to download and install the game. And so the portal, this is the portal right here. And again, I put a link to the portal in the description, and it's in the pinned comments. So click on that link to bring you to the download portal page, and be ready to basically type this key into the bar. So, but at the very least, I'm going to wait about a half an hour before I give the first key away, because I want to give people time to fall in. And let me turn on speech chat. Okay, and let's come back. All right, and we're good. So yeah, we'll wait about a half hour, and then I'll give away that Steam. I'll put the code to that Steam key that I tried to give away in Jester's stream yesterday. And again, they pinned the comment, and I was checking the comments for about a half hour, and nobody stepped forward and said, I got the key. So I don't know if the key's been claimed or not. So when I put that code in there, I don't know if that first code is going to be any good or not. But like I said, if it's not, then fear not. I still got the 3 codes for the Giants software version. So a little bit of fluff before we get going. First of all, I want to thank everyone who
at AeroGP said, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
So I want to thank everyone who subscribed to the channel, stuck with me all these years. I've been doing YouTube since 2017.
At Oglove696 said, what's up, Lincoln? I purchased PMR 2.0 released on Steam.
I'm glad to hear that, because that is eventually I will get to that about what I've seen since 2.0. But yeah, I've been on YouTube. I've been streaming on YouTube, uploading content since 2017. I've got over 2,000 streams and videos and stuff. And it has been a super slow burn all these years. So, I mean, that's crazy. I've been on YouTube going on 9 years. And I originally started out as a PlayStation fanboy doing console war shit.
At Necrodogs said, woof woof.
Necrodogs, hey, what's up?
Ain't no stopping
At
this train.
Necrodogs
Whoa!
said, hope everyone's doing well.
I'm doing well too. And before I continue, please to hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it. So from there, I transitioned to PlayStation console warrior to doing both. I was doing both VR and flat screen gaming. I also had a couple of shows. My first show was called The Lincoln Show. I got about 17 episodes, and I was starting to build a little bit of a name for myself at that time because I was a creator that only had like 150 subs, but yet I was able to get some of the bigger creators to come on the show. And I like back then at that time, I had the likes of Porter Rock, King Thrash Gaming, who's one of my best friends still to this day. Foxy Games UK. Yeah, I had a few of them. I've got about, like I said, I got about 15, 16 of those episodes. And then when I started transitioning more into VR, then I created another show called Live from Wakanda. And the show started out with me by myself.
Bev said, "Hi Lincoln. New subscriber here. I pre-ordered PMR and have loved it all the way.
I'm so glad
liking your content."
Hey, thank you so much.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
It is such a joy to find out that more and more people are picking up Project Motor Racing because this game will persevere and it will find its mark. So to finish out about my journey through YouTube, I had a show called Live from Wakanda, and I started out doing the show by myself, covering both VR and flat screen gaming news. And along the way, one of my other good friends, Craig the Tech Guy, he started becoming a regular on the show. And so it was both me and him doing the show together. And then when Chadwick Boseman died, I just didn't feel right about doing the show anymore. So I stopped doing Live from Wakanda. And from there, I was just kind of, doing this, doing that, but it was mostly VR. And eventually I found my way over to GT Sport. And I think that started me transitioning to being a sim racer. And VR was the icing on the cake. I mean, Drive Club and VR just absolutely blew my mind, even though it was a blurry mess. And still be able to sit inside of a car going 200 miles an hour was like, it damn near fried my brain because, my feet were planted to the floor, but I'm looking out the windshield of the car and I'm seeing buildings just fly right by me. It was definitely mind blowing.
At Los_Nick said, "What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Here's one for you too.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
I appreciate you dropping in. So yeah, that started me down the journey of being a VR sim racer, and I can tell you right now, I mean, I play, for the most part, Project Motor Racing is my #1 game.
At the _C00N85 said, "VR sims are awesome."
The Coon85, how you doing? Coon85 is a friend of the channel. He's supported this channel for years. He was one of the subscribers that was there when I first started this channel way back when I was doing console war shit. And although I've transitioned from, console warrior to
At
podcaster,
said, "First time I watched you on 2.0 release date, you recommended to play on PC, but I only had PS5. Well, I just got a PC yesterday, LOL."
You're going to like it a lot more on PC because, for one thing, you have the freedom to adjust your settings to your liking. And not only that, you're going to find that the latency is a little bit lower on PC, or better putting it a better way, is that your response time in terms of your steering inputs, you're going to find is a little bit faster on PC. I mean, the latency is almost non-existent on PC. There is slight latency on the PS5 version of it. And that's one of the reasons I have the PS5 version of it. But the reason I don't really stream the PS5 version
said, "What's up, Lincoln?" At Eric Therialist said, "What's up, Chad?"
Mr. Realist, my long lost brother.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
So yeah, the reason I don't stream Project Motor Racing on the PS5 anymore is because when I ran the PS5 through my capture card, through the PC, through the TV, there was noticeable latency there. I turned the wheel, and then a half second later, I would see the wheel turn on the TV, and that was bad. So whenever I stream, if I stream it on PS5 again, I would have to use the YouTube streaming capabilities features on the console itself instead of going through capture cards and shit like that, because that kills you when you got latency like that. So if you're running your PS5 directly into your PC, directly into your TV, there is slight latency, but you can get by with it. Whereas if you're on PC, the latency is almost non-existent. So yeah, so good move, Nick, picking up a PC. So 2.0, since 2.0, I have seen a ton. No, not since 2.0. Since the GT500 DLC, I have seen a ton of Project Motor Racing content everywhere. A lot of it is from small channels, and I think that adds to the statement that I made last week. When I talked about the rough start that Project Motor Racing had, and I made the saying about, you heard of the saying, a death by 1,000 cuts. I also added
Harris 41 said, "Is this Mass Effect talk?"
It sure is, on a massive scale for sim racing. How you doing, my friend? I was just mentioning you, Craig, about how I started out doing a live from Wakanda, and then you ended up being a co-host of the show before I finally shut it down. And hey, thank you for all those episodes you joined me on live from Wakanda. I really appreciate it. So I lost my about 2.0. I was saying about Project Motor Racing, about the saying about a death by 1,000 cuts. Project Motor Racing is going to be recovery by 1,000 bandages. This game will persevere, and it's already started down that road. Since the GT500 DLC, I have seen a ton of content everywhere. And although it's coming from small creators, as a collective, the amount of Project Motor Racing content that I saw on the day of the GT500 DLC far outweighs the amount of content that I saw on Le Mans Ultimate in regards of their Barcelona DLC, which I found that to be a coincidence. I didn't exactly like that, the way that happened. I thought it was unnecessary. I didn't call them out by name, but I guess, the cat's out of the bag now. But I found it to be odd that when Kevin Boland did his interview with Traxion and Overtake GG, he specifically stated that we would get 2.0 on March 25th, and we would get the GT500 DLC on March 31st. Well, March 25th comes along, we get 2.0. The day after Le Mans Ultimate, they announced that their DLC will be coming on the exact same day as Project Motor Racing on March 31st. And what makes that even more odd is that with Le Mans Ultimate, whenever they're getting ready to, give you an update from Stephen Hood, a lot of times they'll drop a hint or straight up tell you that the announcement is coming on this day. They usually give you like a week or 2 weeks heads up. This came out of nowhere. No advance warning, nothing. And we get the video from Le Mans Ultimate that their DLC is coming March 31st, and it's coming on the same day as Project Motor Racing. And then as far as the Le Mans Ultimate DLC, what I saw was bigger creators that have a good relationship with Le Mans Ultimate advertising the DLC. I didn't see a lot of small channels advertising that DLC, whereas Project Motor Racing content, there was videos, streams everywhere. And you type in Project Motor Racing now, and you'll see a ton of stuff. Project Motor Racing 2.0, Project Motor Racing GT500 DLC. And I think these small channels, I think Project Motor Racing is their go-to game, and I think that's the game that they want to grow their channel with. So yeah, whenever you see some Project Motor Racing content out there, even if the channel is got 50 subs and the video's only got 15 views, give them a look, check them out, because they're contributing to the growth of Project Motor Racing. During I think it was either Mets or EJR, during one of their streams, I was like, I think I heard one of them mention that Circuit de la Sarthe is coming by the end of the year for Project Motor Racing. That would be absolutely wonderful, because that is my favorite track in the entire world. And by the time that comes, we should already long have had the VR by then. So this is going to be an absolute joy. I just cannot wait. I mean, I'm enjoying what we got right now, but I mean, it's going to be.
Gomez said, "Yo, Lincoln, how's it going, bro?"
Graham Games, how's it going?
Ain't no stopping this
Graham
train.
Games in the house.
Whoa!
Give him a look on YouTube. He streams GT7 on PSVR 2. I think he's your go-to guy for GT7 on PSVR 2, as well as my friend RL. His RL010. I forgot, but yeah, you'll see him. He's Japanese. Check those two guys out. Graham Games, RLO. Check those guys out for your GT7 on PSVR 2 needs. And Graham Games just joined the ranks of the upper echelon by streaming Project Motor Racing. He's absolutely loving this game. So it's a pleasure to watch you stream Project Motor Racing, Graham, and definitely glad you're enjoying the game. And so yeah, it's going to be great once it gets PC VR support. Unfortunately, it's not going to get PSVR 2 support, and I think that's because of Sony shutting them down. I don't think it's a case of whether or not it can run on PS5 or not, PSVR 2. So I think the last thing that I can think of that I want to say before we get into a couple of races and then give away one of these keys is that I am planning to upgrade my lowest spec PC. It has a 3070 Ti in it. I think that graphics card is okay for the most. What concerns me a little bit is the CPU. It's got an i7 11700K, which is okay. But I did notice with that CPU during single player races, the CPU usage can go up as high as 75%. and I think that's a little bit high. Whereas in the online races, the CPU usage...
At Eric Theoryalist said, I'm going to try it out, Lincoln.
If, Mr. Realist, let me direct you to loaded.com if you want to try this game out. So let me, hold on, let me switch over to scene 2. Okay. So if you want to try Project Motor Racing.
Nick said, I was talking with Jester, a guy that has been uploading and streaming PMR, is how even on the PS5 version of it feels more fun than ACC.
No question about
Graham
that.
Gomez said, yo Eric, how's things, bro?
Okay, Eric B, my long lost brother. So right here at loaded.com, you can see right here, here's Project Motor Racing, a global Steam key for $24. And then right here next to it is Project Motor Racing, the Giants, from the Giants website, for $13.39. That's the biggest reason why I'm giving away 3 keys today, is because it is the Giants version. So even if you don't like these 3 keys that I'm about to give away, even if you miss it, it's, you know, you can still come here and get one dirt cheap for $13.39.
At Eric Theoryalist said, I got it already, I only played it once.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's a much better game than it was at launch, I can tell you that. So for the rest of you that's still watching, so yeah, if you don't, when I give those keys away, if you miss out, you can still get this one. You can get the Steam version for $24, or you can get the Giants version for $13.39. And then,
Graham Gomez said, at Los_Nick 100 points, true for me, it's the best physic on console right now.
Absolutely.
At DJJM09 said, sup Lincoln Clay.
DJ, I hope you picked up a copy of Project Motor Racing by now. And as I'm showing everybody, I'm displaying right here, you can get the Giants
Eric
version.
Imperialist said, what's up at Graham Gomez?
Cool. So yeah, right there, even after, when you go to checkout, there was still a slight discount applied. So out the door, it was $12.97.
Said, after hearing all the reviews about PMR and playing it myself, I feel PMR is just as good as all the major sims I have on Steam, but has some issues to fix to overcome the hate. At Eric Theoryalist said, at DJJM09 waving hand medium skin tone. At Graham Gomez said, at Eric all good bro, hope you're well.
Yeah, they know exactly where they're at in terms of what they need to do. But I think since
at DJJM09 said, at Eric Theoryalist waving hand medium dark skin tone.
Since the GT500 DLC, like I said, the amount of stuff that I've been seeing, ooh, the GT500, damn, I know I don't want to do that one, because I'm just not a fan of Nürburgring. Let's see here. I did this 992 Sprint series, and it's only, you know, we'd only have to wait about 5 or 6 minutes. And then, how many of you are in here now? Okay, so it's been a half hour. I want to be done by, let me go ahead and register for this race first. They can't be serious. Oh, wait. GT. Oh, that's the Grand Prix. We can do that one. We can do that one. Because I do like the Grand Prix version of Nürburgring. 14 people registered. These GT500 Evos are amazing. And before Project Motor Racing got the GT500 DLC, the only game that I knew of where you could race the GT500s was Gran Turismo 7. They had 4 cars on there, and they were old cars. You had two Nissans on there. One was a 2008 and the other was a 2016. And then you had the Raybrick NSX, and then you had the Lexus RCF. So you had 4 cars. Here with the GT500 DLC, you get 9 cars. You get 5 current cars and 4 cars from the past, from around the 2003 era. And those cars from the 2003 era.
Gomez said, "Yeah, bro, loving these GT500 EVOs." At Los_Nick said, "Agreed, the launch was horrible, that's why I didn't buy it till 2.0 launch. It's not perfect, but it's fun, and hopefully it will get better."
Oh, it's definitely going to get better.
GT500 EVO are a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get better. I think the devs are committed to this game, and I think the GT500 DLC is the proof that they definitely have to stick with this game. Again, the amount of content that's out there is the proof in the pudding that there's definitely interest in this game. So coming back to the GT500 DLC, the older GT500 cars, they're not near as fast as the 500 EVOs, but they're just as fun to drive. So let me let's start with my cockpit seat position. Okay, I'm good with that. Vehicle setup, a steering wheel. Okay, I think I'm good with that. Let's get out here and do a couple of laps, and let's go Voltron Force. You know, it's ironic that
Necrodogs said, "If I get the Giants version, does it work with Steam? Like, could I buy DLC on Steam if I was so inclined?"
That is a good question. No. You could buy the DLC from them too. That would probably be your best bet. Because on that download, on the download portal page.
Graham Gomez said, "Looking forward to the Lemons Track multi-class races, there are gonna be amazing."
Same here, I'm definitely looking forward. Oh shit, I locked up the wheels. These cars have no ABS or traction control, so you definitely have to finesse the pedal. So after this race, we will give away the first key. Yeah, this must be cloud saved because
Yeah, we need to get some heat into the tires before you start to go for a fast lap.
This game definitely has cloud save because the settings on this computer are the same as the settings on my other computer. But I'll leave it alone. It still gets the job done.
@DJJM09 said, "Are you going to upgrade to the new Fanatec Podium wheelbase and pedals?"
I don't really see any need to. These V3 low cell pedals, I think they still hold their own to this day. And then the Podium DD1, this thing's got 20 Newton meters of torque, and I don't want to go through the hassle of trying to sell this wheelbase in order to get the new one, because I paid $1,200 for this Podium wheelbase, and like I've never sold anything on eBay before, and I'm scared that I might get burned if I was to sell it on eBay. And if I was to sell this wheelbase and get burned on eBay, that's going to be a double whammy, because I'd have to turn around and buy another one after that. So I'm more than fine with this Podium DD1. It's still a direct drive wheelbase. I still feel all the details. And 20 Newton meters is enough torque to tear your thumbs off if you're not careful. That wasn't a good turn. Oh, lap invalidated, crap. And I'm starting to get warmed up now too. Minute 38, so I think I'll have one more lap. So I'll be able to take one more crack at it. Oh, almost invalidated that lap.
Check and flag this lap. End of session.
Where am I at? 11th. Oh my God, that lap was horrible. 149.3. That's not much faster than the GT3. All right, folks. So just a reminder, I will give away the first key after this race. So yeah, with these GT500 Evo cars, as I said earlier, the only other game where you could drive these cars. Thank you for the follow, Mark Bullen. Thank you for the follow.
Ain't no stopping this train! Whoa!
Appreciate it. So yeah, GT7 was the only other game where you could drive these GT500 cars, and to my knowledge, they are the only game. GT7 is the only game where you could drive these GT500 cars in VR. So this GT500 DLC is bigger than, to me, it's absolutely huge.
Mark Bullen, thanks for following.
Damn, I'm in 11th. I'll tell you what, it didn't take the aliens long to come out on this game. I mean, the aliens on this game are aliens. On like Le Mans Ultimate, the aliens are like 2 seconds faster than me. On this game, the aliens are like 3, 4, 5 seconds faster than me. So the aliens are aliens on this game. The online stability is improved. It still needs a little bit of work, but it is much, much, much improved. I would probably say that I still see occasional rubber banding from people with a bad connection. Let's go. Oh damn, he jumped and got 15 seconds. Not a lot we could do about that. I was caught in a pickle. The car in front of me's got a 15-second penalty, so he's not a worry. Oof. Wonder why he jumped off the track. I had the fastest first sector. Really? It's a shade thing, huh? Yeah, that was a pretty dirty move, Shay Thing. Oh shit, this is 9 laps. Woo. Oh! Made that turn. I made the first turn too early, then I made this one too late. Oh! I am absolutely pushing it. Damn it, did it again. That's why I need VR to be able to see those tight corners better. Somebody just went off the track. Ah! Well, all things considered, being that I started 11th and that Shating, whatever his name is, even though he spun me out, the finish 7th was still decent.
You finished in the points. Nice driving.
Okay, folks. So, the first key, I'm going to put a code in the chat. That is the key that I tried to give away yesterday on Jester's stream. No one came forth and said I got the key. So I don't know if the key is good or not, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'll put it in the chat. And then a few minutes after that, we'll get to the other keys that I know for a fact are good. Oh shit, there's 16 people registered for this. I'll skip this one. The GT3 is coming up here in 10 minutes, and I know people will register for that race. So let's go ahead and do the giveaway. Let's do the first one. And this is for the Steam one. This is the Steam global key. So go to Steam and see if this one works. Order details. Check down the code. Copy. Okay, here comes the first one.
Lincoln Clay said WFJVK8CCAR53C6Y. Lincoln Clay said, that's the Steam global key.
Okay, so that key right there, again, I'm not 100% certain that that key is good. But yeah, go open up.
Dogs said, invalid.
It might be, because I tried to give this key away yesterday during Jester's stream. Nobody came forth and said I got the key. So I'm trying it again, because for all I know, that key might be floating in limbo. But if it's no good, don't worry. The other 3 keys are good. So this is this is actually like a 4th key that I didn't mention because I don't know if it's good or not.
Said, looks too short.
That is not the Giants key. That is the Steam global key. But they do work, because I have bought, like, total so far, I bought 10 keys from loaded.com, and 7 of them were Steam keys. So they do work. You know, in the past, when I've given these keys away, people have said, you know, come back in the chat and say, I got the key, I got the key. So it may look too short, but it's not. It's just a matter of whether the key has been claimed or not. The key might have got claimed yesterday during Jester's stream. I don't know, but I'm putting it out there just in case. But in a few minutes, I'll come back with the Giants key. And that's the one where you're going to need the Giants download portal. And the pinned comment should still be there. Let me double check. Expound Juan Kenobi is still live.
At Necrodogs said, "Yep, checked it on Steam. Maybe it says invalid when already
Comment should
used."
still be there. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? Yep, checked on Steam. Maybe it says invalid when already used. Okay, so somebody did claim it. It's just nobody came forward. Okay, then we'll go ahead and do another giveaway. This one is for the Giants software code. Now, this one, the link that's in the pinned comment, you need to click on that link so you can bring up the Giants software downloader, which basically takes you to the Giants page and you type the code into that bar there. So, so let me get that one. I've checked. So what I got here is I can't copy and paste the codes.
At Joe8466 said, "Hey Lincoln, it's your older brother from another mother. What's up? Blues Dude 1960.
Hey, what's up, guy? How you doing? Good to see you. Okay, so the next code is the Giants software code. Remember, you need to click on the link in the pinned comment. That will bring up the Giants software downloader. And the code I'm about to type into the chat is the one you need. So actually, let me go get my phone. That way I can type it in without having to take my eye off the screen. I'll be right back. Okay, I got to change glasses for this too, and put on the super peepers. Although I could have kept the glasses on that I was wearing. Got to change glasses. Okay, so here we go. Um, okay, so here we go. Here comes the next code.
Lincoln Clay said, 99 EADH4K2CJZ894-2MM9N.
Okay, folks, that is the Giants software code. Again, go to the pinned comment, click on that link. That will bring you to the Giants software download portal, and put that code in the bar, in the download bar. And It says that code is incorrect.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, that code is incorrect. Please try again.
Wow. Let me make sure. Let me double check it. H4K2C JZ894. Where did you use that key on the Giant software page? I probably
at
never.
S3 Morenos 3 said, I think I got it. Thanks.
There we go. We got a winner. Which key? See, S3 Marino.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, well done S3. At S3 Morenos 3 said, is downloading. At the Mr. Fly 85 said, yes, on the red page I was too slow apparently.
Okay, at least we know
At
the code
Neprodogs
works.
Said, lucky.
All right.
Congrats.
S3 Marino, congratulations. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. All right, folks. Let me see here. It's 9:15. What do we got here? Oh, the GT3 Cup. Let's do this race, and then we'll give away the next one. And we'll give away the
At
next key.
BJJM09 said, congrats.
Let's hurry up and get registered. All right, we're in there. 25 people registered for this race. So I will do this race, and then we will give away the next key. Once again, SC Marino, congratulations. I am so glad to know that that key worked. And so, yeah, after today, I will have given away 10 keys for this game.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, now I'm forced to upgrade the video card face with tears of joy.
There you go for your video upgrade. Honestly, at the moment, I think your CPU is more important than your GPU with this game, especially in single player, because this game is CPU heavy. It definitely taxes your CPU. All right, we at Kyalami. Let's go to my settings. Oh, back out of there. Vehicle setup. We want the steering wheel. Make sure the steering wheel is good. Yes, the steering wheel is good. Cockpit settings. Seat position is good. All right, let's get in there, make it do what it do, and then again after this race we will give away the second Giants software key. Let's go. My best finish in this race was third. Really? Wait till I try to get on the track, come around the corner before it jumps in front of me.
Morenos 3 said, I currently have an AMD 5600 and RTX 2060.
Ooh.
Which graphics card do you recommend?
Honestly, if you want the cheapest possible graphics card, that's going to have enough power to get the job done, I would recommend getting a 3080 Ti. Because they're still fairly cheap on eBay. I mean, you meet the minimum. A 2060 is the minimum card that you need. But you probably got to turn everything down. And you're definitely going to need to use, I think, like DLSS on balance or performance. So the game might not look so good, but it should run.
5 minutes left in the session.
Set up. Click that steering wheel one more time. So, folks, this is only a 6-lap race. Damn. I don't like that oscillation either. Sorry about that. Oof. Yeah, let me go back to the pits. I've been so used to driving on my Logitech wheelbase this week that I'm having to tweak the steering ratio. Steering ratio. See what we got here. Sensitivity. Let's turn that up to 360, 370. Force feedback 35. We go to 2. Force feedback is at 32. Would probably be the better move to stay with that one. The sensitivity. Stay at 370.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, I tried it with the RTX 2060 during the free weekend and with some graphical compromises and about 50 FPS it was fine. Thanks for the advice and for the key.
Oh yeah, absolutely. See these new cards, these 5,000 cards, even the 4,000 cards, if you go on eBay, they're still quite high. So I think a 3080 Ti will give you enough power to be able to run this game at least 60 frames per second. You know, you should be able to get considerably more. But I think that it'll depend on your CPU as well. The AMD 5600, I'm not really privy to how much performance the 5600 has. I have a 7800 X3D in this PC, and my other PC has an i7 11700K, but I'm going to upgrade that to a 11900K. Yeah, I'm not liking the oscillation that I'm feeling going down that straight. So I'm going to end up starting at the back of the field.
At Necrodogs said, could lower the resolution if the GPU is struggling.
Well, if he's running a 2060, it's a given that he's going to have to run the game at 1080p.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, I'm writing from Italy, and a used 3080 costs the same as a new 5068 GB. About 350 euros. At Necrodogs said, better to have stable FPS than pretty graphics in racing.
This is true. But a 30, if he upgrades to a 3080 Ti, I think the 5060, he's saying that a 5060 costs the same as about a 3080. So a 5060 would basically be
at
the
S3 Morenos 3 said, I already play at 1080p. I don't want to go any lower.
Yeah, so yeah, upgrading definitely will give you more frames if you stay with the 1080p resolution. I'll try to move over for you, dude.
At Necrodogs said, yeah, 1080p is the minimum I would go.
I run this, even though I'm on a 4090, I run this game, I run this PC at 1080p because I go back and forth between flat screen and VR, and when I'm in VR, I need the native resolution of the PC to be as low as possible, but still be able to show you guys a decent picture when I'm streaming. If I crank everything up to 4K, when I'm racing in VR, it's going to tax the PC a little bit. So I would end up having to turn everything down, and it's just a big headache reformatting everything back and forth between 1080p and 4K on OBS. That's just a big headache, so I just leave everything at 1080p. A lot of you are watching on your phones anyway. I think I'm starting from the back. Yeah, I'm 18
At
out of 20.
Necrodogs said, how long is the race?
This is a 6-lap race. After this race is over, I'll give away the next key.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, your choice is right. At the Mr. Fly 85
Come on, mate.
said,
Nail this start.
around 10 minutes.
Yeah, give or take, this race will last about 10-15 minutes. Damn, that oscillation though.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, your stream is of great quality.
Thank you.
At Graham Gomez said, try lowering FFB strength a little to 0.92ish. It should help a little with the oscillations.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. But the thing about it is, this game has a cloud save. So, the settings that I had on my Logitech wheelbase, because I had to crank that force feedback up a little bit on that weak Logitech wheelbase. Oh, come on, man. Really? These dudes is... This is your typical sim racing stuff where somebody's mad that they went off the track, so they got to try to plow into the next car that comes and take them off the track too, so they can't, you know, just so that it's crabs in a bucket mentality. I screwed up, so the next car that comes by, I'm going to get him too to make sure he can't advance. And this isn't a Project Motor Racing thing. This stuff happens across all sims. Damn, I got the fastest first sector. How about that?
At S3 Morenos 3 said, "How long have you been in the sim racing world?"
Shit, I've been doing racing games in one form or another my whole life. Going all the way back to when I was a kid in the 70s, you know, playing with slot racetracks. But as far as racing games in a video game format, there was this handheld device called Digital Derby that I think came out in 1977. My parents, I wanted that thing for Christmas, and my parents got it for me, and I played that thing non-stop. But as far as video consoles go, I think the first racing game that ever blew my mind was on this console called Intellivision. And I can't remember what the racing game was called. But that was probably where it all started. And then my parents, you know, years later, my parents got me an Atari 5200. And at the time, Pole Position was a hot racing game. And so that was one of the games they got me in. And damn, I never came out of the basement. Sim racing as we know it today, I would probably say that I think it was Daytona 500 on the Sega Saturn and Ridge Racer on the original PlayStation. That probably started me down the road to where I'm at now. I'm 58 years old, so I've been, you know, I'm older than dirt.
At Necrodogs. Said. Me, I started with the OG NFS and stunts, laughing face.
Yeah, so some of us is some old cats in here.
At Necrodogs. Said. I'm 54 this year.
Oh yeah,
Still a boy according to my wife.
Senior
At S3
citizen.
Morenos 3. Said. So many memories, even for me, who am 49.
Oh
I
yeah,
see
you.
you're experienced. You're going really fast.
Oh, so
At
you up
Ghost
there with
Viper
us?
Racing 246. Said. I started on Super Nintendo.
Mr. Viper, how's it going? I would give you the woo, but I got both hands on the wheel. I got one more lap to try to get this vet. Now I went in the first gear when I meant to go in the second.
At S3 Morenos 3. Said. I started with the Commodore 64. At Graham Gomez. Said. Pole position Arten Senna Racing, Taka Touring Cars. My racing days go way back. At Necrodogs. Said. I did have some racing game on the Philips G7000, Odyssey in the US, when I was like 12, but it was just pattern based, so I got bored after 500 hours, haha. At S3 Morenos 3. Said. Taka smiling face with heart eyes.
You know, the Commodore 64 and the Odyssey, the Apple II, back when they first came out, I wanted all those devices, but, you know, my parents, they want, you know, they bought us consoles, but they wasn't trying to do that.
At Ghost Viper Racing 246. Said. Taka Heartsuit Heartsuit Heartsuit.
If they take each other out, I can sneak in there. Ay, ay, ay. They didn't take each other out the way I had hoped.
At Necrodogs. Said. The game that pulled me into Sims was GTR2.
Now,
That was insanely good for its time.
there are some games throughout my life, racing games, that when I played those games, it was like next level shit. And
At Graham Gomez said, I've still got those Taka games. I loved them so much I couldn't sell them.
I would probably say that the racing game that made me say, holy fuck, this is next level shit, was probably the original Gran Turismo on the first PlayStation, on the OG PlayStation. The original Gran Turismo, pole position on the Atari 5200. And those are two games that a good chunk of my life was spent on those games. I mean, pole position on the Atari 5200. I should have been getting homework done. But nope, I was...
At DJJM09 said, I loved GT as a kid.
Oh, absolutely.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, Grand Prix 2 was my first real sim.
And then, you know, there was so many games on the original PlayStation. There was so many racing games. I can't even remember half that shit. I mean, like, my brother had got me a couple of racing games for Christmas. Like, they were like touring racing games, which I absolutely loved, but man, I can't remember what that shit was called. But as far as racing games that stood out to me throughout my life on a console, like I said, the original Gran Turismo, pole position on the Atari 5200, and then today, where we're at right now, I mean, ACC had an impact on me because I put a lot of hours in on there. Automobilista 2 for how wonderful the VR looks.
Gomez said, yeah, I remember Grand Prix 2.
Yeah, Automobilista 2 and VR had an impact on me. You know, Le Mans Ultimate had an impact on me, and now Project Motor Racing has an impact on me. All right, let's get ready to give away the next key. And this is the Giants software key. So,
at Necrodogs said, I have 2,300 hours in ACC face with tears of joy.
Jesus. I don't know. I have to check Steam to see how many hours I got into ACC, but I know I got over 1,000 in Le Mans Ultimate. Okay, so we'll give away the next key. This is a Giants software key. So go to the pinned comment and click on that link. It'll take you to the Giants software download portal. And once I type this code into the chat, copy it, paste it into the Giants software download portal, and may the best person win. Or may the fastest person win. Oh yeah, I don't need to do that. I can do it from here. All right. Here we go, folks. I'm typing in the code right now, 99. I got to put on my super peepers again to make sure I'm typing in the right code. Okay, folks, here comes the next code. Get ready. This is the second Giants software code. Again, click on the link in the pinned comment to bring up the Giants software download portal and type the code into that bar. And here we go. And good
Lincoln
luck.
Clay said, 99 EAD FM 55 NTEM 8 HWJTL3.
All right, I'll hang on. I'll hang on a few minutes to see who the lucky winner is.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, I'm too slow, haha.
Damn, somebody beat you to it again? Maybe your connection. Maybe it's maybe I don't know. Maybe people with a lower ping might be seeing the message faster than you. I don't know. But we know the codes work. So if you weren't able to get it, then that means somebody else got it. They just haven't come forward yet.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, this time it's not me winking face with tongue.
Whoa. I am so sorry, folks. I typed in the wrong code. We got to do this again. Because the last set of numbers, I typed in the wrong one. I am so sorry. We'll do this again. I can't believe I was asleep at the wheel like that. Okay, so get ready, folks. I got to do it again. Okay, there we go. That's the correct code. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to play that joke.
Lincoln Play said, 99 EAD FM 55 NTEM 8 HWJTL2.
Okay.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, what horrible jokes are you playing, rolling on the floor laughing?
I'm so sorry.
DJJM09 said, you got it at the Mr. Fly 85.
Hopefully he got it this time. I am so sorry that I typed the wrong code in. But this code right here is the correct code. Because Mr. Fly, I mean, he was Johnny on the spot and said he didn't get it. So I'm thinking, damn, you know. I'm thinking maybe his ping or something like that, making the message show up late, making the comments show up late on his end or something. But that was on me for typing in the wrong code. But this is the correct code. So good luck.
At Necrodogs said, I got it. Thank you so much, Red Heart.
Necrodogs, congratulations.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
As much as you've been in...
Necrodogs said, now downloading.
Congratulations, my guy.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, congrats at Necrodogs.
Okay. I gotta blow the old schnozola. Is
at
leaking,
Mr.
so
Fly
I'll be right
85
back.
said, GG man. At Necrodogs said, I can't believe I actually managed to win something.
Mr. Fly, don't give up yet. I got one more key. I got one more key. Okay, folks, I can't thank you all enough for hanging out with me. I'm definitely enjoying this stream. Let's see what we got here for the rank races. What's coming up? GT4 Pro Cup at Derby. And then we got the GTE Pro Cup at San Marino. Hell, well, let's do that one. GTEs have traction control, but they do not have ABS. Now, with these GTE cars, I think the BMW M.2 sounds the best. Now, the two cars that I use in this class would be the Corvette C8 and the Ford GT. I don't know about now, but for a while that was a meta car. So I don't know. I think I'm feeling a little bit old school. So let's do the C7, 2017 C7. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit old school. Let's do this. So this is a 6-lap race. After this race, I will give away the third key. All right, restarting. Restarting in 20 seconds. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go to vehicle setup, steering wheel, force feedback strength.
At Necrodogs
1.3
said, "Can't wait to check this game out. I've been on the fence for months and missed the free weekend."
It is much, much better. If you haven't tried the game, go in with an open mind and put all the negative shit that you've been hearing about this game out of your head. Go in with an open mind and you will like this game. All right, I can't remember how the C7 sounds on this game. But yeah, again, in this GTE class, I think the BMW M.2 sounds the best.
5 minutes left.
Even with the traction control, turned up to 6, it still wants to get away from you. Holy moly. Now this car feels like it still has one of the problems when this game first came out. One of the complaints about some of the cars on this game was about when you downshift, the back end would lock up and snap on you. So, not quite snappy like in the beginning, but I just got to get used to it. That's all to it. Ah, I lost it. This gonna be kind of rough. All right, folks. So this is going to be a 6-lap race. After this, I will give away the third and final key, and then I guess give the closing thoughts, as you would put it. Oh, he's got damage. Oh, damn, he definitely got damage. You can see a piece of his bumper is hanging off. Yeah, he must have hit something fairly hard. Yep, so much for him. And so much for him. Captain Twinkle. The Ford GT, I don't know if it's still a meta car, but back when I was using it, I used it because it's one of my favorite cars across any game. Now, this Ford GT, the only other games that I know of where you can use this car natively would be GT7 and Project Cars 2 and iRacing. No other game that I can think of has this car natively. And since Le Mans Ultimate has the official license of the WEC, that means that they have first right of refusal to go back and get, you know, historical content. And one of the things that, like, throughout my Le Mans Ultimate streams that I was always crying for was, please give us the BMW M8 and the Ford GT. In this game, they're giving us 7 GTEs, where Le Mans Ultimate is giving us 4 GTEs. And the GTE is pretty much a forgotten class in Le Mans Ultimate. The GTE class is the reason why I pre-ordered this game. Originally, I was going to wait until the VR came out, but they gave us the GTE class as a pre-order bonus. I had to jump on it. 7 GTE cars. The only noticeable missing car would be the Ferrari 488 GTE. All right, let's go Voltron Force. Let's go. Don't want to put on the gloves until I'm ready. All right, let's go.
Come on, mate. Nail this start.
Let's go. Wait a minute. My force feedback was gone for a second.
At Necrodogs said, good luck.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the hell was that about?
At Necrodogs said, the GTE pack was included with the key.
Oh, it was? Oh shit, you got over. Shit, you got a bonus. He's being aggressive, so I'm letting him go. I seen that coming from a mile away. Yeah, I got a question for you after this race, Necrodogs. I had the fastest first sector. How about that?
At S3 Morenos 3 said, I confirm, DLC included for me too.
Damn, y'all got over. Shit, maybe those are the keys I should have been giving away from the get-go instead of the Steam keys. Another DQ? What's going on? I hit the brakes too hard. Nearly locked it up. Well, it was a slight lockup.
One final big push now, mate. Catch and pass that car in front.
You good luck with that. Well, I got the luck I was looking for. The second place car spun out. And even if he is faster than me, he's not going to catch me unless I wipe out. All right, we took second place, and
You just missed out on the top spot.
looks like I had the second fastest lap
Well
at
done.
145.3.
Result.
Yeah, I had the second fastest lap. The guy in the C8, he had a 143.8. So about like 1.7 seconds faster than me. So yeah, I like using that old school car. I think that's what the identity is of this game, is rank racing with these older golden era cars from the early 2000s, late 1990s. Look at that. GT Pro Cup. 15 people registered for that race. I'm curious. Yeah, I like these cars too. So I'm not going to do this race. We're actually going to do the third giveaway. I just wanted to see what cars. So 17 people registered. That's not bad. That wasn't bad. You know, for older class. So yeah, 17 registers. And there's a rank race for every class in this game, and then there you see the point shield right there. You need that many driver license points to enter, so you would need at least 5 license points to take part in this race. And then right here with the GT, holy shit, look at that, 46 people registered for the GT3 Cup. That means there's going to be at least 2 splits. I mean, it may sound like I'm getting excited over nothing, but given where this game was at when it first launched, that is huge. 49 people registered. So yeah, there's going to be at least 2 splits. That's big. Okay, let's give away the third and final key. Okay, folks, let me put on my peepers. Get ready. Remember, the pin comment at the top, that is your link to the Giants software download portal. You will need the code to type into that bar, and it appears that whoever gets it will also get the GTE DLC along with it. So you can't beat that with a bat.
Dogs said, "Good luck, folks."
Yep, good luck. And here we go. I'm typing in the code right now.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, "This game it's growing."
It is. And here we go, folks. Here comes the code now. Good luck.
Lincoln Clay said, 99 EAD SZ25 ETZ3BN DJ9PR. At Necrodogs said, "Getting 4 new players today thanks to Saint Lincoln Clay the First."
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Good luck. Hopefully Mr. Fly can get lucky enough to get it.
At S3 Morenos 3 said, "Through."
All right, folks, somebody's got to be the lucky winner. So the first 2 codes, those 2 winners, lucky winners came forth. Still waiting, so we'll see what happens with this third one, see who the lucky winner is. And let me double check to make sure I put the right code in there. 99 SC25E TZ3 DJ9PR.
At Necrodogs said, "Do you have a Patreon or a Buy Me a Coffee link?"
No, honestly speaking, I don't think I should have a Patreon, to tell you the truth, because
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, "The page doesn't work for me." At the Mr. Fly 85 said, "Nothing happen anymore, not even Ronbage code error."
that's weird. Let me double check, make sure I put the right code in. 99 EAD SZ25E, no, TZ3 BN, yeah, DJ9PR. Yeah, that's the correct code. Yeah, that's definitely the correct code.
At Necrodogs said, "Page loads here but I ain't typing that code in, Smiley face. At Necrodogs. Said. Already having one and all.
Matter of fact, here, I'll do you one better. I'll show you the code just to make sure you guys can see that it's the right one. So right there, that's the code. So we know that the first two codes worked. So I'm guessing there might be a problem at your end, Mr. Fly, or somebody may have already beaten you to it and they haven't come forth yet. So I'll give it a couple of minutes. If nothing's happening on your end, Mr. Fly, I would say maybe try refreshing the page or close the page and reopen it. Yeah, the only other thing I can say is that yeah, maybe somebody already got the code and they haven't come forward yet.
At S3 Morenos 3. Said. Maybe someone won and hasn't said thank you yet, slightly frowning face.
Which is fine. I'm not looking for anyone to say thanks. I just want to know that the code works.
At the Mr. Fly 85. Said. Even in private mode, it seems the download button is broken for me.
Can you get to another computer or another phone or something? I've had that happen with some of my games where they'll run good on one computer and run like shit on the other.
At Necrodogs. Said. Try another browser.
Right now, I'm going to chalk it up to that, yeah, maybe it's even possible that a bot may have even gotten it.
At Necrodogs. Said. I use Brave browser, which blocks quite a lot of trackers and JavaScript, so I have to manually turn up protection on some pages.
Yeah, that yeah, I'm wondering if maybe a firewall or something like that might be blocking the browser on Mr. Fly's end. So yeah, I don't So I think this is what I'll do. So sit tight. I'm working on something. Sit tight, sit tight, sit tight, folks.
At Andratavio Limasilva said, Brazil aqui como FACOPRA Turo game.
I have no idea what that was. So let me come back to my stream and have it translated to English, because actually I just bought another key. So sit tight, folks. I'll do you guys one better here in a second. I want to see what this guy said. Translate to English. Brazil, how do I get the game?
At Necrodogs said, I don't have the decryption key for that message face with tears of joy.
Well, I just translated it to English. It says Brazil here. How do I get the game? I just put a code in for the Giants software key. So, all right, folks. Mr. Fly, be ready. I just bought another key. This is a Steam global key. So I am going to copy. You know what? I'm not even going to copy and paste it in the chat. I'm going to show it to you so that so if there's any bots in here, they can't get it. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to show you the key right now. So whoever else wants to take a crack at it, rather than put a code in the chat, I am going to switch and show you guys my screen and show you the key directly.
Limasilva said, Sumuito fan e tu semkindi cos financeiras no momento e estu lauco pra jogger. At Necrodogs said, I mean, straight for should pay you for this promotion work, mate.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings if they did, because this makes 11 keys that I've given away. All right, folks, get ready. I am getting ready to show you the key right now, Mr. Fly in particular. Good luck. And here we go. I am showing you the key now. I'll give you guys a few minutes, so you'll have to type it in. You'll have to type it in manually. You can't copy and paste it. This is a Steam global key. You'll have to type it in manually. If somebody doesn't come forth in a couple of minutes, then I will copy and paste the code and put it in the chat. So it's 10:30 a.m. So yeah, I'll give it about 5 more minutes. And remember, folks, this is the Steam key, not the Giants software key. So whoever gets this key will get the game, but unfortunately, it probably will not include the GTE pre-order DLC. I don't know, but if it does, that's all the better. So yeah, I'll give it 5 minutes. If no one comes forth and says that they have the key, I will copy and paste the code in the chat. And while we're waiting, I am going to grab a drink. I will be right back.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, "It's been taken, I misclicked and had to retype it all." At the Mr. Fly 85 said, "Well done to anyone who it was." At the Mr. Fly 85 said, "Well, I guess it was not my day, haha."
Yeah. Well, I'll say this, Mr. Fly. At $13, if you buy the Giant software version, as the 2 previous winners stated, it came with the GTE DLC also. So I think at $13, you cannot beat that. But you know, I'll do another giveaway here soon. But I think if you don't want to wait until my next giveaway, $13 these days, that's about the same price as an extra value meal at McDonald's. So well worth it. Nobody on this planet can say that Project Motor Racing isn't at least $13, even in its worst form. The day that it launched, it's still worth $13. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to copy and paste this and put it in the chat.
At Necrodogs said, "I'm going to reach out to Ian Bell and have him contact you. You're doing more for the game than anyone I know of." Lincoln Clay said, "WLXF7J9G35-2EZCT.
All right, that's the Steam code that has probably already been claimed. It's just the winner hasn't come forth yet. But I still put it there anyway, just in case. Mr. Fly said he mistyped it, and I don't know. Try it again, Mr. Fly. See what happens.
At DJJM09 said, "Honestly, you are doing a lot."
Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it. Okay, folks, let me grab a drink. Be right back. Okay, folks, I'm back. No one has stepped forward yet. Another reason why when I give these keys away that I ask the winners to step forward is so that I don't get a bad reputation. So I don't be the guy who's known for giving away keys that don't work. But from what I understand about loaded.com, you know, it says the keys are 100% guaranteed. And couple of people have vouched in the chat before that loaded.com is legit. So everything that I bought for myself has worked. So I can only assume that the people that didn't step forward that won keys, I think out of all the keys that I've given away, so I've given away about 11 keys. One of them I gave to my teammate, Hanez Katoni, for all the hard work that he's done making the livery for our team cars on Le Mans Ultimate. So you exclude that, I've given away 10 keys, and I think out of the 10 keys that I've given away, four people have not come forth.
At Necrodogs said, same here. Bought some gift games from Loaded and it worked every time.
Yeah, so I'm going to chalk it up as that. You know, whoever, the key that I gave away in Jester's stream yesterday, I assume somebody got it because they pinned the code. I assume somebody got it and they just chose not to come forth. Same thing here. So we just gave away 2 keys and somebody chose not to come forth. So, but the majority of the people did come forth. So that's good enough for me. So with that, let's see here. What are we looking at here? The next GT3 race is coming up here in about 5 minutes. So I think I could go ahead and do that race and then wrap it up. Yeah, let's go ahead and register for that race. And let's go with the trusty Porsche again. Up to 11 people registered. All right.
At Necrodogs said, interesting. The Giants version is a huge disk image. Took over a minute to mount on my machine.
Well, I mean, when I bought the game, I bought it off of Steam, so I have no idea what the process was going to be in terms of downloading and installing the game. But hey, if it works. We're up to 19 people. That last race had what, 49? I think somebody told me that this particular race right here, the most they seen was 75 people registered. And that was like for the free weekend.
At Necrodogs said, Steam just downloads the file tree. This is one huge 21 GB file, hee.
If the game itself is only 21 gigs, that's not a big file. Cause I think like Dirt Rally 2, for instance, I think that game is like 95 gigs. And then Automobilista 2, I think if you buy the base game and every single piece of DLC in that game, I think the file ends up being over 100 gigs. So if Project Motor Racing, if that file is 21 gigs, that's small.
Said. That's compressed. I'm sure it's going to be double that on disk.
Even if it's doubled, if it turns out to be less than 50 gigs, that's still not bad. Because again, you know, Automobilista 2, if you buy every single piece of DLC, that balloons the game up to over 100 gigs. In fact, let me look. Let me look at my library and see the size of, and I don't think I have every single piece. Automobilista 2. Browse local files. Let's go to the store page.
At the Mr. Fly 85. Said. AM.2 is 140 go on my PC.
Oh yeah, like it's showing here at the store page, you need a minimum of 120. Hey, we're up to 32 people. If we get at least one more person, there's going to be 2 splits. $33, there it is. If we have 33 at start, this race will have 2 splits.
At S3 Morenos 3. Said. Game installed. But it still asks me for the activation code. Can you repost the code I redeemed please? At Necrodogs. Said. My AM.2 is almost 1 TB. I have so many mods installed.
Oh, the game is installed and it's asking for the activation code.
At Androtavio Limasilva. Said. Su novo aqui algum pode me responder MBRSE consigo compra o game na giants e bikes are mesmo estando no Brazil?
With this race getting ready to start right now, SC Marino, I would have to say that you'll have to scroll back in the chat. It's weird. I mean, after this race is over, I can go back.
Dogs. Said. Please turn off caps lock, mate, smiley face. At the Mr. Fly 85. Said. At S3 Morenos 3 your code, 99EADH4K2CJZ894-2MM9N.
Oh, what a guy, Mr. Fly.
At S3 Morenos 3. Said. The code is too high, I can't see it again.
Okay, Mr. Fly just posted it for you.
At S3 Morenos 3. Said. Thank you so much.
I hope that means that you were able, I hope that means you're in business. Please let us know if that worked. Because if it did work, then I'll continue to give the Giants keys away. Yep, no oscillation there. Ooh. Ooh.
A Entretavio Limasilva. Se. Parabens pelo canal VOU acompanhas NASCORRitis.
I'll have to come back and translate those to English.
At S3 Morenos 3. Said. Everything's okay, guys.
Excellent. So glad to hear that. Oh, just in time for me to invalidate the lap. Thank you, thank you.
At Necrodogs. Said. Noise. I'm still installing.
Okay, all right.
At Entretavio Limasilva. Said. At the Mr. Fly 85 Muito Obrigado meu amigo EU conscui com suave este muito feliz VC não sabe o quanto meu irmão. At Entretavio Limasilva. Said. Muito obrigado.
lost time. Damn, lost even more time. I got one last shot, though.
This lap is the checkered flag. Session is over.
Not gonna be a good lap. First 2 turns is bad.
At Necrodogs said, "Oh, the base game has Nordschleife."
Yeah, the GT300, the GT500 DLC that we just recently got, that's the only DLC that had a track with it. So the rest of the tracks are all part of the base game.
At Necrodogs said, "That's my favorite track of all times."
Okay, so who is it? The Brazilian gentleman. It looks like Mr. Fly. Thank you very much, my friend. I got it with your key.
At DJJM09 said, "I learned about that track in Gran Turismo 4.
Okay, so yeah, I believe the Brazilian gentleman in here, he got a key. He said, "Mr. Fly, thank you so much, my friend. I got it with your key. I'm very happy. You don't know how much, my brother." Okay, and wow. Okay, and SC Marino, he got his copy, and so yeah, all right, everything's cool.
At Necrodogs said, "LOL, the game starts in Norwegian face with tears of joy." At Necrodogs said, "Activation key work BW." At DJJM09 said, "I think the key works for multiple people."
Wow, if that's the case, then shit.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, "Except for me, haha."
Wow.
Focus on the lights.
At DJJM09 said, "At the Mr. Fly 85, try the key again."
Guy plowed right into the back of me to start the race. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Oh my Lord. Seen that dive bomb coming from a mile away. Jesus. We got the fastest first sector again. How about that? At least that vet got me clean. I made a mistake and he took advantage of it. Oof. These uncontrolled dive bombs, my God. I was too upset about that guy dive bombing. Damn, I was too busy looking at him going off the track. Did I miss my mark? Oh, the car is damaged. performance doesn't seem to be affected. Ooh. Yeah, that's a guy that dive bombed earlier. Shit! Woo! What the fuck? Yeah, rubber band. Oof. Okay, so I came back to Andre Ativio. Lima Silva. Andre Ativio Lima Silva. Looks like he was able to get a copy of the game. Looked like the key worked for him. So congratulations. All right. So, look at that. The GT4, 15 people registered for that race. So yeah, there's enough people here that there's enough people here that you can find a ranked race. And I haven't even gone into the community lobbies yet.
At Andratavio Lima Silva said, Estu conskin de bikesar.
Says, I'm managing to download. Cool.
At Andratavio Lima Silva said, Now entendo muito inglês so o básico.
Well, I don't understand a word you're saying. Fortunately, YouTube, Google has a translator, so I can convert it to English. And right there it said, I don't understand much English, only the basics. In any case, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. And congrats on Project Motor Racing. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will enjoy it. So there's one more thing I need to check before we head on out of here. It looks like Xbox One Kenobi is still live, so check him out, because I'm getting ready to take off here in a few minutes. And I would say, head on over to Xbox One Kenobi. I don't know how to raid somebody. I have no idea how to do that. Reactions pop out, send feedback, community moderation.
At Lilsmov69 said, Are there still keys available? Want to get my cousin into this as well. I love this game.
No, all the keys have been claimed, but I will show you where you can get the game dirt cheap. So hold on. All right. All right, I'm going to show it to you now. Scene 2. So right here for Project Motor Racing, this is at loaded.com. If you want a Steam Global Key, you can get it here for $24. If you want the Giants key from their actual website, right here, $13.39. And it's adjusted slightly at checkout, so I think it'll be like, for me, it was $12.97. So there is a super cheap alternative, and from the people that have won keys today, they also said that the GTE DLC was also included in the base game. So for $13, getting that DLC included, you can't beat that with a bat. So yeah, you can grab the game there at loaded.com for $13. So sorry you missed out on the giveaway. I'll do another one soon, but yeah, I think $13 shouldn't be too hard to let go of.
At Lilsmov69 said, Astonished face thanks.
Absolutely.
At Necrodogs said, I'm so grateful, Lincoln. Keep up the good work. It's an honor to know you.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. And my channel has seen a lot of growth from Project Motor Racing, and I'm being introduced to a new community. I had my regulars that showed up whenever I stream Le Mans Ultimate, and now I'm seeing my regulars that show up on Project Motor Racing. Now, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And with the growth of this channel, I never thought I'd see the day that I could actually have a realistic shot of making 2,000 subs by this summer. I've been doing YouTube since 2017. So it's going on 9 years that I've been here. And I've gone through several transitions, but I definitely love where I'm at now.
At Necrodogs said, Installed the GTE and the Ford Falcon. Now to sneak in some time to actually play it, smiley face. At Andratavio Lima Silva said, Moro no Brasil os volants para games sao absurdo de caro e mesmo fiz o meu que ciro e jogo muito nele.
Okay, I'll read back what he just said in English. It says, I live in Brazil. The steering wheels for games are absurdly expensive, and I made my own homemade and play a lot on it. Hey, ingenuity. And again, congrats. I hope you enjoy the game, and I hope to see you again on the next stream. And let me know let me know what you think of the game. So, all right, it is 11:14.
At Necrodogs said, "That's Gria, Andre. Keep pushing, smiley face."
So I've got a couple hours before I got to head out to pick up my son. I
At
think I'm gonna.
Entratavio Lima Silva said, "I live in Brazil and steering wheels for gaming are ridiculously expensive, so I made my own homemade one and I play a lot with it."
Okay, so he just he
At the
probably
Mr. Fly 85 said, "Have a lot of fun everyone, I got to go now. See ya later."
Mr. Fly, thanks for tuning
At
in.
Graham Gomez said, "TC Lincoln, catch you soon bro, well done on the code giveaways."
Thank you, Graham, and I'll be sure to drop in on your next stream. Really appreciate it. So yeah, folks, that's gonna do it to me. I know I'm blabbing and dragging this thing out, but I really enjoyed this stream today. And once again, I appreciate all of you who tuned in, and I appreciate each of those of you who sub to this channel, especially the ones that's been here from day one. I really, really appreciate it. The way I'm feeling today.
At Necrodogs said, "I'll stream this sometime next week."
Okay, I'll be on the lookout for it. So in fact,
At Necrodogs said, "After I'm done celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary on Tuesday."
Oh, congratulations. So let me copy. So let me go to YouTube real quick. Paste. Okay, I just found your channel, Necrodogs, and I just subscribed. So I guess while we're at it, Necrodogs, here's a link to his channel.
Lincoln Clay said, https://www.youtube.com/results?$$=$% $40 At
All right.
Graham Gomez said, "I would have been on with you but couldn't race this afternoon, ranked lobbies were stacked today, nice to see." At Necrodogs said, "Oh thanks, mate. I'm honored yet again." At Necrodogs said, "You're the GOAT."
Hey, thank you so much. All of you are the GOAT, actually. Without you guys, there wouldn't be any reason for me to even continue going on with YouTube. I appreciate all of you being here. Graham Games, I'm looking to jump back on later on this evening. It's like I'm having so much fun with Project Motor Racing. I love this game so much, and I just absolutely cannot wait for it to get
At
the
Graham
VR support.
Gomez said, "At Necrodogs just subbed."
All right. So the rest of you, go check out Necrodogs, and I will definitely be on the lookout for your next stream. All right, folks. I think I'm going to come back this evening. I don't know what time. We might be looking at about 6 p.m. Eastern time. So sync that up with
At
your
Necrodogs
local time.
said, "GG dudes and dudettes 3."
Absolutely. So so yeah, I'll look to be back this
At
evening.
S3 Morenos 3 said, "I have to leave now. Goodbye everyone, and thanks again for the key."
Absolutely,
At
Marino.
Entratavio
Have a good
Lima
one.
Silva said, I'm a fan of Project Cars too, but unfortunately there are few players now.
Well, you got a much better game with Project Motor Racing. Lot of cars and a lot of tracks actually, and now we have a lot of ranked races. So no matter what your car class is, you will find a ranked race there. The community lobbies continue to grow, so you'll definitely
said, take it easy.
I sure will. Thank you so much. All right, folks. I'm blabbing. Look for me this evening. Hopefully, we'll see you then. Until then, you all know the line: Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. Have a good one, folks, and we will see you later this evening.